Hey horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. So we found out some new information about Miss Fantasia here, and I'm going to tell you exactly what we found out today. It's pretty fascinating, and the power of the internet is, putting videos out there. It reaches a lot of people, and buying horses at auctions, sometimes you can find out more detail because those people who have been associated with those horses in the past see them and they reach out. So it's really cool. Everything is positive. I'm actually going to go ride her. She's been doing really well, and I'm going to update you on all of this newfound info. Can't wait. She has been doing super well up at the hitching post, riding. I've been literally working with her every single day, and she's getting stronger each time. I won't really be able to film our ride much because I don't have Kyle here to film, and she does need some direction still. It's hard to film and ride her at the same time. I can't wait to tell you all this stuff. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, girl, let's head on down. Ready? Okay, so this is really, really interesting information. So all of a sudden I woke up and saw a message on Facebook in my private messages, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I noticed somebody had said, hey, I think I used to own your mare. I actually think I'm the one who bred her. If you want more information, reach out. And oftentimes this does happen. People will think that they've owned a past horse or whatever. So not that like I blew it off or whatever, but usually my initial thought is, it's probably not the same horse. However, with her markings, you can't really, fake that. Like, she's very, very uniquely marked. So it turns out her breeder, the one who actually bred her, found our videos and saw them and reached out and decided to give me more information on Fantasia. So that is super cool because now we know her entire history and actually her breeding. So I can't wait to tell you more about this. So she's from West Virginia originally. She was bred there by Sydney Menendez. I think I said that correctly. So yeah, isn't that so cool? And I'm gonna show you all of the baby pictures that she sent me. It is absolutely adorable. Fantasia is the cutest baby I have ever seen, besides Ezzy and Ariel. But you know what I'm saying? Absolutely gorgeous. It's just crazy. All of her markings were just like miniaturized. So cute. So take a look, take a little gander at all of these cute little photos. So basically the story was she bred her, and then at 9 months old, she went ahead and sold her to a gentleman who is from the Mount Hope area, where we purchased her. And I don't remember if we said this in her auction video, but she was sold as a yearling at Mount Hope. So, 9 months, 12 months, probably shortly after she was purchased from the breeder, she was sold at Mount Hope. Okay, and that is when her previous owners, who we bought her from, purchased her. Okay, the ones that we directly bought from at the sale. And as you guys know, her previous name was Beauty. I'm not exactly sure what her previous name was with the breeder. It might have still been Beauty. But anyways, yeah, so that's what ended up happening. So they owned her for a few years, and then of course I purchased her from the sale. Now, the crazy part is her breeding. Okay, like it is just so funny. It's not that I would have never guessed it, but it's just such a interesting combination. And I think it's so cool that now we know her exact breeds because we know the breeder. All right, are you ready to hear what breeds Fantasia consists of? Okay, so the first one, Halflinger. That one doesn't really surprise me because the way she moves and the way she feels under saddle, I used to own a, registered Halflinger. It definitely gives me that vibe. I need to stick her, but she's probably around, I don't know, I'm gonna say she's 15.1, maybe 15.2. And then she has Tennessee Walker in her too, so a gated breed. Now, she's not gated, but I thought that was super fascinating. And then the last one, which we kind of already knew and figured, Spotted Draft. So she is a Halflinger gated draft cross horse. And honestly, for what we do, it's the perfect combination. And I love how she's not gargantuan and she's not so stocky that she can't have any, athleticism. She's just very stout, but not, 18 hands high, because I personally don't need that, with my students and everything, but she absolutely can carry most riders. So I am just so excited to find out this information. And I'm going to show you, some pictures of her siblings as well and see some of her, family. Hi. Yes. We know more about you now. What do you think, Fantasia? You're such a good girl. You're so sweet. She's very sweet. So actually, most of her line is trained to drive. A lot of you ask, hey, it'd be so cool if, you know, you drove your horses, and if Ezzy and Ariel were a team someday, and all of this. But honestly, guys, I have so many interests when it comes to horses and different disciplines. I have zero desire to drive, and anything with horses is dangerous. But if you're not going to go all in and really teach yourself and do a lot of driving, I don't really care to learn it because I'm so focused on other things, and it can be really dangerous. Like, it's not something you just do casually. So I don't have any interest in driving. And actually, I heard they did try to drive her, but that she didn't do well. She didn't do well with driving. So we bought her as a riding horse, and just the way she looks and the way she's built, I mean, she absolutely could drive, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of, you know, the way she's built, but I definitely think she makes a better riding horse. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys like an update and tell you all of that. So that was super cool. And just to have another connection, they were so excited too. They were like, finally, one of our foals is out there and is getting some attention. And they saw the t-shirts and everything. And it's just a crazy thing, right? I mean, thinking that she went from West Virginia with the breeder to the Amish community, and now she's literally on t-shirts that are selling around the world here at Free Spirit Equestrian and sparkly halters. It just cracks me up, like, how small the horse world is and the community. And yeah, so that's the news. Thought that was pretty cool. And I hope you like seeing her baby pictures too. Also, horse lovers, if you want to support Free Spirit Equestrian and get something really cute for your horse, you can order something off the Spirited Horse Boutique. These are our Fantasia's Sparkle halters. They are new, available for pre-order. They should be here in a few weeks, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. So if you want to check those out, links in the comments and the description. I am obsessed. I'm totally obsessed. I love, love, love them. All right, I got Fantasia ready to go. I lunged her for a little bit. I'm gonna walk her around, got her bridle on, and then we're gonna go ahead and ride. It's humid today, but yeah. Woo. All right, you ready, girl? Let's go. She's been doing better with lunging, and she's doing better each ride, a little bit less looky, so that's good. I am gonna show you, I just made like a TikTok the other day of our ride. I'm just gonna show you this real quick before I get on her. So yeah, check it out. I think this was a pretty good ride, all things considered. My new horse, Fantasia, is already making so much progress. I'm extremely happy with her and so proud. So I've been working with her and riding her every day. We've just been doing different maneuvers like backing up, some side passing, just getting her more confident and comfortable in her new environment. So we've been doing walk, trot, canter. Totally ignore my reins because my other ones were rubber and they were slipping through my hands. So I just grabbed my old barrel reins and clipped them on, but they're way too short. So do not judge my hands in this video. Anyway, she's moving so fluidly. She is extremely willing, and she's working on, you know, bending in the corners a little bit better, but she's no longer looking that much or, you know, getting a little bit nervous in the corners or at objects. So that is huge improvement. And she's extremely responsive to aids. Like, she really wants to please her rider, and that is huge. Plus, she rides around so quiet. I just think she has so much potential, and I can't wait to continue finishing her out. So we did some circles during this session. I rode her for about 45 minutes. And after warming up walk trot, I did canter her. So the only thing is she does want to put her head down, like pull the reins a little bit while she's cantering. Plus, it's a fine line between keeping her forward, not letting her get too fast, and not letting her stop. She does need to gain some suppleness in her shoulder, but overall, she's phenomenal, and I think she's really great in her canter gaits. They're extremely smooth, and she doesn't offer to do anything funky like crow hop or spook or anything like that. I just think she needs more strength in her canter. So that was her good direction. Now I'm going to canter her the other way. We also were able to neck rein a little bit too during this session. So you can see here, she really just wants to drift. She likes to pull her shoulder towards either the inside or the outside, depending, but we definitely worked through it. And again, that's just going to take a lot of time. Like, you can't just automatically have strength. It's going to take time to do that. I also do these little carrot flexion stretches, just teaching her to touch and bend her neck. Mainly it's just a stretch and for fun. I absolutely adore her, and I am just so excited.
You did good.
All right, Fantasia. You're such a good girl. Yeah, you are. What do you think? All right, let's go. Yeah. So she's been great. Less looky at like all the stuff. We had obstacle. Actually, no, we had cone and serpentine week for lessons. She'll still look over by the mounting block. I just talked to her. Good girl. Good girl. If you talk to her, good girl, easy. It's a little different because the bridge is there now. But anytime we get to a spot, she's a little unconfident. I just talk to her. She really likes that. So that's good. Let's see if she looks at the concrete block. Because she was really looking at that previously. She looked, but that not a big deal. You see there's like a big... Every horse looks at that when they first come here. The mounting block and that. I think it's because the other mounting block is like so big. Like she doesn't care about these ones. And then the back of the ring, normally I ride her back there, but we have the poles right there. So there's really not a lot of space to just rail ride. And I'm not doing poles with her quite yet. I mean, on the ground, we'll do them and walk over them. But you saw how she kind of reacted. I think she needs to be lunged over them a little bit more. Yeah, I know. Every horse, like, is scared of the back of the ring here a little bit or gets a little nervous. Mainly because there's all that brush. But because, like, nothing on the neighbor, but he has dogs. And they can't really see them. But I don't really want to trim the brush either. So that is, honestly, something. Because every time I ride a new horse, they spook back there a little bit. But that's okay. Good girl. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Good job. Good job, baby. You're so smart. Ooh, the horse flies are starting to come out too, which really sucks. Good. She didn't look that time. And she just needs to get stronger, like more flexible. But it kind of makes sense with like the Haflinger Spotted Draft and Tennessee Walker, like her shoulder movement obviously can be, you know, refined and everything, but she doesn't have anything like agile working for her breeding wise. You know what I'm saying? Not athletic. Like Haflingers and Tennessee Walkers can absolutely be athletic. I'm talking like lateral movements and stuff like that. She gets a little stuck in her shoulder. What's absolutely crazy to me, and this is actually my most common critique, right? And I know people say don't listen to the haters, but I just think this is so funny. If I get a critique, the biggest one is that I don't train horses and that I buy already produced horses, which is just, I'm just like, okay, I guess Mushu just like poofed out of thin air and became, you know, a broke horse and learned to do the things he did. I guess that just magically happened, right? Like I didn't put years of groundwork and training and miles on him, right? And then like same with the fillies. I guess they just taught themselves, you know, how to lead, load, tie, and be calm and stand for the farrier and groom and do all the other cool things they do. And I just want people to know, just because a horse like is decent and has a good start doesn't mean there's not training involved. Like Fantasia is kind, but she absolutely needs work. Same with Naveen. I still haven't let anyone else besides Natalie ride Naveen for a reason. He's a really good horse, but he's sensitive enough where it's just not going to benefit him yet. Like he just needs more time, and he just turned 4. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's so funny because people have not seen all of the things that I've done with horses before my YouTube channel. Like all I got was projects. That is it, literally. Every single horse I got was either a driving horse that I converted to a riding horse, not started at all, had issues. What else? Dodger. I mean, he's a really good horse too, but he had some issues. So I just think it's so funny that people think just because like I buy a more expensive horse or a horse that's potentially been ridden before and started, that I don't have to train them. Like it's just all magical. That would be amazing, right? In a euphoric world. But no, I absolutely do train and ride. And even Arlo over here, like he was really good natured when I got him and he was broke to ride, but he could not do all the things he does now. Like the tackless riding and how many trail miles he has and just all the different things he's done, you know? It's funny. And yeah, once in a while you do get a Beauty or a Tiana, but even then, like they still needed exposure. Like they hadn't been to a show. They hadn't been camping and all the things we're doing. So yeah, it's funny to me. Nice job, easy. Good girl. Good girl. Good job, Fantasia. Nice job, Easy. Good girl. Good. Nice job. Good girl. Walk slow. Good job. Yeah, she's getting a lot more supple and relaxed. And getting them relaxed is huge too. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Easy. Walk slow. That was a really nice circle. Yeah, she's already so much more. I think her relaxing too helps with the suppleness. Good job, Fantasia. I know. And mainly because we put that bridge there too. She's like, why is that thing? She was kind of looked at it when it was on the ground over here too. What's all this weird stuff, huh? Good. Literally ignore the sweat on my face. But also, guys, she is only like 3.5. You know, if I have my own horses that aren't started, I will start them, you know, around 3, but I don't ride till 4. But if they've already been started, I do believe that continuing that does make sense. Like it really does. Obviously, if she was 2, I personally would never even get on her, but 3.5, I feel like we can continue to do what we're doing: walk, trot, strength building, light trail riding, and a little bit of canter. So yes, basically I will be strength training her and just getting her more balanced. I'm not going to ride her hard, but I do think mentally and physically, because she's already been started, to continue that, it is the best route moving forward. So yeah, and I do think this summer, maybe fall, I will pop a couple students on her just for like our lighter lesson topic sessions, because we focus on a different topic each week. Like we're not gonna be jumping her, but I do think, you know, some cones and just light pull work, once I get her more used to that, and just some of the flat work will be beneficial for her. She is quiet. I just need to get her more settled in, a little stronger, and then I'll put my more advanced students on her. So my belief system is riding around 4. But again, if they're already started, then I do think it makes sense to continue that as long as they're like, you know, over 3. All right, we're cooling out now. Really nice ride. Very, very good. Come on. There you go. Good. Touch. 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 Come on. Touch. Good girl. Nice job. You're so sweet and nice and pretty. Very, very sleepy now. You get so good. Love her. She's so cool. And you look so pretty and all your tack and everything. And I feel like she'll be great bitless, but I want to get her more refined with her turning and everything. And I don't want to be pulling on her nose with the bitless bridle. Like, you know, you just got to go with what's beneficial for the time and the horse. Obviously bitless bridles are gentle, but any piece of tack can be, you know, harsh if it's not used correctly. And I think the snaffle is what's better for her right now. What are you guys doing over there? Good job. Okay. All right, horse lovers, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Fantasia update and the news today. We also have a special announcement. So we have a in-person FSC opportunity for fall, and I really just want to share this video with you. So we did post it recently, but I don't know if all of you saw it. I just want to say that what we've been doing in this next video is extremely special to me. And some of the comments and reviews I've received from past participants have been absolutely amazing. So check this out. It's very inspiring, and putting it together honestly made me so emotional. It made me realize that like this is real. Like my dreams have come true, and we now can share this opportunity with others. So check it out. All right, horse lovers, thanks for watching. If you like FSE, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything Free Spirit Equestrian or any updates, and we'll see you next time.